Hey everyone, welcome back. We're the Filmsmiths. I'm Nick.
And I'm Zach.
Today we're going to talk to you about Interstellar.
Also known as Gravity 2. This time it's personal.
So first things first, as you might notice, we're not sitting on the back seat of a van.
Thanks to you, we can finally afford a real couch.
Thanks, guys! No, actually, we just weren't able to film at our usual location, but we're making do.
We still can't afford a couch. This is not ours.
So, Interstellar is the most recent film directed by Christopher Nolan, most known for the Dark Knight trilogy, Inception, real good stuff like that. And Interstellar is about somewhere in the future, it's not ever explicitly said when.
Probably within like 100 years or so, it's not like the distant future.
The Earth is basically dying. Crops can't grow, it's essentially the Dust Bowl all over again, but everywhere. And so Matthew McConaughey, who is the main character, over a small series of events, finds what is essentially an underground version of NASA. And since he was a former astronaut, they need him to fly this shuttle into space, into a wormhole they just found, to hopefully find a planet suitable for human life to save the human race.
New planet to live on. We can grow some food. Can't grow food on Earth.
Maybe we can eat it too.
Hopefully. So, this film, Interstellar, the next in the McConaissance, it continues. He's still doing good things.
I don't want to like him.
I really want to hate him.
But he keeps doing great things. It's upsetting. I'm always confused.
It's like, if there was one thing I could count on, it's that Matthew McConaughey is going to be terrible.
He's going to do another movie with Kate Hudson, and there's a lot of beaches.
He'll be on a boat, probably. He's going to be shirtless.
And I don't like it.
Now he's doing good things, and I don't know what to believe anymore. So that's cool. When I saw the preview for Interstellar, I really thought that this was going to be sort of like the next Gravity. You know, it looked very similar. But the more I saw, and when I eventually saw the movie, there's a lot more to it than Gravity. Gravity's very self-contained. Interstellar is this very...
By the very definition, an epic film.
It is a space epic.
Christopher Nolan, the director, gets a lot of criticism for kind of being a cold director, not very feeling.
Hey, maybe you should wear a coat.
In the stories that he tells. But Interstellar is his most emotional film to date, because you'd look at it and you'd think, oh, there's some people in a space shuttle trying to save the world. This is just Armageddon 2, isn't it?
The Criterion Collection film, Armageddon.
That's not even a joke, I'm
By
sorry.
Michael Bay.
But what it really is, it's about the people more than the mission itself at times, and how they're dealing with it, how they're trying to save the people that they care about, and it's so much more personal than it could have been, which is terrific, I think. The rest of the cast, besides Matthew McConaughey, is also great. A lot of people don't like Anne Hathaway, but whether you like her or not, she is good in the film.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not crazy about Anne Hathaway. I'm not, like, anti-Anne Hathaway, but, like, I don't know, whatever. But yeah, she is just fine.
You've got Michael Caine, again, who's in most Nolan films. Unfortunately, mostly just there to give us exposition, explain why things are happening and how they're going to fix it.
He shows up and explains why everything's happening, and then once he has explained everything, then he dies. We're done with you, Michael Caine.
And it's not happy. Jessica Chastain is also in it as Matthew McConaughey's daughter, who stays back on the planet and then grows up and is trying to solve the mystery of, you know, how they're going to fix the planet. She's also very, very good.
I agree.
There's a lot of other small characters in the cast who don't really have a lot of time to give much to the movie, but none of them are bad.
It's probably for the best, though.
You've got Casey Affleck, John Lithgow, Topher Grace out of nowhere.
Yeah, okay.
There is a mystery star who was deliberately not advertised at all, and when this person shows up, things start changing, and you're gonna have a lot of strong opinions on this person once you see the film. It was a very good inclusion that wasn't what I expected to happen in the first place at all.
One thing real quick that I was super into, if you're familiar with Albert Einstein, theory of relativity, this movie does the best job of any film has of really showing how relativity is.
It's such a fascinating concept, and they do it so well.
It's real neat to see, you know, just the idea that time is moving differently at two different speeds for like two different characters, and then they come back and interact, and it's like...
It's done so well. It's subtle but also completely mind-blowing when it first happens. The fact that I can walk away for 10 seconds and come back and Zach can be 10 years older is such a ridiculous concept that I love. It's so fascinating.
And that actually happens.
Basically.
I'm 180 years old.
And it was amazing.
And now for the review.
Interstellar is such a huge project that most people can't even imagine attempting. A lot of people are criticizing it for reaching too far and not quite meeting all its goals, which is one thing. I mean, it's not perfect. The pacing at times is off.
Yeah, that was really my biggest issue, and really my only issue with the film, is that, you know, the first 2 hours, they're going at this certain speed, and they're really going in depth, and they're explaining a lot, and there's a lot happening, and it's great. And then, you know, you can tell they sort of, oh, we're a little bit over 2 hours, we gotta start wrapping this up. And so, like, the last 45 minutes of the film seems really kind of rushed, maybe. It certainly doesn't ruin the film, it's just maybe with everything that they wanted to do, this film could have been like 4 hours long.
And I would not have a problem with that.
Yeah,
I didn't check my phone once for the time because I was so engaged.
Yeah, I was never bored with any of it.
Terrific performances, some of the most amazing visuals I've ever seen. I'm gonna give Interstellar a 9.
Yeah, I thought it was great. Just due to some of the issues in pacing, I'm gonna give it 31 planets.
And you know what, that's a lot of planets. So if you saw Interstellar, let us know what you thought about it. If you agree, disagree, let us know in the comment section. In the description box, you can see our Twitter handles. You can talk to us on there. Give us suggestions for films to review in the future. Feel free to subscribe to our channel, because we do a whole bunch of movie reviews. Maybe you'll like those ones too, if you like this one.
Now, you know, there's a lot of you out there. You know, every once in a while you'll come by and you'll watch one of our videos, like, oh, I just heard of this film, I'm gonna watch the review. But then you don't subscribe. You realize that it's like I am literally talking to you right now.
We're only talking to you. Not those other people.
Don't worry about
They don't
them.
really mean anything
Don't
to
worry
us. We're
about,
talking to you.
You're talking to you. Now, below this video, there is a red button that says subscribe. It is going to take you less than 2 seconds to just hit the button.
And make our day.
Come on.
Well, that's it for this one. I'm Nick.
And I'm Zach.
See you next time.
Deuces.